This video is on the whole food advantage. So we need to get whole foods in our diet. I wrote 3 numbers up here. 90% of Americans do not get the recommended fruits and vegetables every day. 90%. 12.2% are not getting the fruit intake every day they should, and 9.3% are not getting the vegetable intake every day that they should. So this causes us a huge health problem in America. Most health problems can be avoided if we're eating right, our diet's right, our lifestyle's right, and that's according to statistics of the Surgeon General. They say most disease we give ourselves. So this is why we use food supplements, whole food supplements, because we need to fill the gap. I mean, a lot of the food we eat are depleted because the spraying on the fields, things like Roundup and pesticides and all this stuff depletes the nutrients, depletes the soil. We're not getting the minerals from the soil, and so that causes a big problem. So we use whole food supplements to get people doing better, and that comes from an organic farm. So, and an organic farm doesn't have any pesticides or anything like that being sprayed on it. So in whole food supplements, we use nutrients. The body needs nutrients. It doesn't need synthetic vitamins. It needs nutrients. So we use things like peas. Peas they'll feed the gut bacteria. Beets have quercetin, which is anti-inflammatory. Beets have great fiber, and people do very well on beets. I'd encourage you to eat beets sometimes because it's a home run to your health. Buckwheat has a lot of rutin in it. So rutin is the anti-stroke vitamin. It's part of the vitamin C complex. And just when we talk about synthetics, if you take a vitamin C with ascorbic acid, you're depleting the rutin. Rutin's an anti-stroke vitamin. Royal Lee, Dr. Lee said that in 1950s or 60s. They're finally discovering that today. I think it was 2014. It was either a PhD or a medical doctor does research. He said, hey, this rutin's an anti-stroke vitamin. And so it helps with our vascular system, helps with varicose veins. Varicose veins mean our vascular system's breaking down, so we need to support that. Barley grass, that's another thing we get out of the food supplements. So barley grass has chlorophyll in it. So chlorophyll is anti-inflammatory. We are all inflamed too much in America. It's causing us a problem with our health. Alfalfa is high in manganese. You need manganese for your ligaments, and I'm not mentioning all the advantages of the food. I'm just hitting on some top ones that I'm thinking as I'm going along. Brussels sprouts, cardiovascular health, iron, vitamin K. You don't need a vitamin K2 supplement. If you eat greens, you will convert K to K2. So you don't need a synthetic K2 supplement. Kale's going to give us chlorophyll. Kale's a cruciferous vegetable. We need cruciferous vegetables for phase 2 detoxification of liver. We do not detox our liver properly without cruciferous vegetables. Spanish black radish, that's another thing that some of the supplements we have. Spanish black radish is great for cholesterol. It's a great source of fiber. We use it in people that have yeast problems, yeast infections, stuff like that. Swiss chard, that's another one I can think of. That helps feed the gut bacteria, your gut microbiome. You hear so much about probiotics. Okay, so you need to feed that good bacteria, not just take a probiotic. You need to feed it. Swiss chard, supplements of Swiss chard help do that. So the whole food supplements help fill the void. There's no possibility, unless you have an organic farm in your backyard or in your field or somewhere, that you can get all the nutrients you need because the soil is just too depleted. And I think I read it was either 2040 or 2060, I think it was 2060, they said there will be no minerals left in our dirt. Okay, and you can't synthetically reproduce them and expect to get health. So whole food supplements fill the void. Synthetics deplete. So if your vitamins say things like ascorbic acid, that would be under vitamin C. That's not vitamin C, that's ascorbic acid. It depletes the rest of the vitamin C complex. D-alpha tocopherol, that's what you'll see on a vitamin E label. That's not vitamin E, that's D-alpha tocopherol. It's a synthetic, it's made from chemicals, and it will deplete all the rest of the vitamin E components. Cholecalciferol, vitamin D. So you want a whole food vitamin D. Now there's sometimes I give patients synthetics. One good example, when their cholesterol's too low. Cholesterol's too low, you're not going to make your steroid or sex hormones. You can't, because they all come from cholesterol. So I see patients come in, oh, my cholesterol's great, 150. That ain't great. That means you're not making your hormones, and down the road there's going to be a problem if you're not having a problem already. So I give synthetics in some instances. That's one, because I've got a product that can help raise cholesterol. But I always balance it with the food so we're not depleting all the nutrients. So that's the whole food advantage. There's always a great advantage to taking whole food supplements, and never an advantage to taking synthetics. Synthetics will make you feel better sometimes for a period of time, but they will deplete nutrients. So until next time, if you have any questions, call office 314-843-9355. And until next time, regain your health, regain your life.